Chris.
Let's run the intro, gents. Football, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the LFC Transfer Room post-match live stream from West Bromwich Albion 1, Liverpool 2, and a winning goal from Alisson, Becker, goalkeeper. I think that's the first goalkeeper to ever score for Liverpool. But who cares? We're joined by Chedu and Adam, who were here for pre-match, boys. How are you feeling, Ched?
Listen, as soon as that first goal for West Brom went in, I said, we're not going to win this game. And honestly, that shot from Bobby that hit the bar should have gone in. We had so many chances that at that point I said, we're done for. We get one final corner. I just see Alisson get to it and going behind the back of the net. And I'm pretty sure, even against Barcelona, even in the Champions League final, even when we won the league, I don't think I've ever shouted that loud. I've never celebrated a goal that much. But holy shit, what a moment. Alisson, listen, build him a statue. He deserves it.
Holy moly. Adam, what are you feeling, mate?
I was ready to come on and just rant about how we absolutely blew it and how it was just absolute shit and everything. But now I just can't. I can't rant. I've nothing to rant about now. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's just one of those classic moments we've had under Klopp. It's like someone's looking down on us again, just going into these last games. We just needed something like that. Really, we just needed something like that. Incredible things though. We need to kind of take this into the next two games and just play our absolute socks off, because we can't always rely on Alisson to score headers for us, unfortunately. But no, amazing though. It was brilliant.
Get your thoughts in the comment section, everyone. What do you think? Who was the man of the match for you guys today, and what happened? For me, I think Thiago Alcantara was just special. To be honest, I thought the game that we played was the best I've seen against the Sam Allardyce team under Klopp. A lot of people are going to come on and say, how poorly we played. We actually finished poorly more than played poorly. But you know what? We're all just going to talk about that one moment. But who was your man of the match today, Chad?
It has to be Thiago. Honestly, I don't think any player, even if it had been a draw, it still was Thiago. Thiago was phenomenal, and I'm so happy for him because, of course, when he started off, it was a little bit slow, but now he seems to have become a great part of the team. He fits the mold perfectly, and the last few games he's had has just shown. Because before that, we've had glances of the Bayern Munich Thiago, but now it's like he's back. It's like he's back to full form. And that really helped us today. He was absolutely phenomenal throughout the entire game. And honestly, props to him.
And the thing is, it wasn't just we associate Thiago with being silky. His passes are amazing. He was actually top of the pressures stats and the tackling stats as well. Yeah. How much do you think he's evolved in this team, Adam?
Like what Chedu said, at the start of the season, he kind of started slow, and then obviously he was hit by COVID and an injury and everything. So it didn't help him at all. He got to a slow start, but the last 10 games, he's just been absolutely incredible. And I think you don't always notice him clearly as a difference maker in games, but he definitely is. He's the difference between a lot of the games that we're winning or getting points from. And today, I completely agree with both of you, 100% man the match. And it was great to see him as well, getting a few shots off, which we haven't seen. We've seen it now recently in the last couple of games. It's great to see him actually kind of going forward a lot more and kind of causing a lot more trouble up there. Because I think the fact that Fabinho is back in front of the defence kind of relieves a lot of pressure off Thiago to actually do that, which is great. But his improvement is massive, and I don't think we're surprised either, because at the end of the day, he's one of the best midfielders in the world. So it's fantastic that we're kind of hitting him at this stage now, and obviously fingers crossed he stays fit and everything going into next season, and we'll probably finally see the fully fledged Thiago that we've seen at Bayern.
Oh my God, mate! I'm sweating from the celebration. Alisson Wonderland, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're going to call this. Christ.
But all the people who are saying Alisson now, when he made the mistakes against City, feel real stupid now.
Yeah. The thing is, like, it was Andrew Ham at the end of the day. But listen, it's not just the fact. I do genuinely think we deserve the win today.
Yes.
Trent scored. I think Trent was fantastic, especially until he shot. He was probably one of our best players. Like the way that he defensively, Trent was phenomenal today. Do you reckon that?
Yeah, I think he was fantastic again. He was fantastic against Manchester United as well. I think he's obviously taken a lot of criticism this season from a lot of people. And in fairness, he hasn't had his best season, but then again, a lot of players haven't had their best season, so it's not really fair to kind of point single Trent out. But in the last couple of games, yeah, he's really going back into his own. He had a fantastic game today, and it's great to kind of see as well, because I think Robertson is kind of at that stage of the season where I think Robertson's getting a bit tired. I think he's kind of struggling a bit in games. So the fact that Arnold's kind of come back into form at the right time when Robbo kind of isn't at the same level, maybe it's kind of great timing in that sense as well.
But, I'm almost crying. This is no way game against West Brom at the end of the day, but it means so much, doesn't it? Like,
of course. I mean, to be honest, listen. When I looked at the last 3 games that we had, West Brom and Burnley were the two that scared me the most, because they're the 2 teams that play with so low blocks. They play with 22 defenders on the pitch. They make everything possible for us to not score. And honestly, after a game of just trying and not managing to get anything apart from that one fantastic goal from Mo, it felt like it was it. And a draw. The only way we would get top 4 with the draw is if Leicester had beat Chelsea, and then we go on by goal difference, which by then it would be a very, very tough task for us. And honestly, had we taken the draw today, it would have been Champions League hopes over. But we're slowly getting back to that mentality monster status that we had, where even when we're on the brink of the game ending, where we're about to take a draw or a loss, we managed to get something out of the bag and score. And, we saw that today. We saw that against United. Yes, it was 3-2 beforehand, but we needed something to score. Villa too. And it's a good sign. It's a very, very good sign for next season. And, phenomenal win for us. I'm pretty sure that does secure, I don't know how true I'm Europa League, I'm not sure, but
I think one more point.
One more point? Okay.
Yeah.
But, fantastic win for us today. Played phenomenally. Trent, Thiago, awesome games. I think Trent, he took not getting into the England squad very personally, and has been phenomenal since. On Thiago's side, as I said before, had he played against Madrid, we would have probably won. He's a game changer. He's that kind of player that's gonna run the game. And for today, I think we're all definitely going home happy. We're definitely gonna look forward to that Chelsea v Leicester game, because that's where it all goes down. Of course, we're all Leicester for that game, but whatever result happens there, it benefits us in one way or another. So it's all about the next game. It's all about Burnley, where the same story as always. Yes, we've played better. Yes, we're looking like the old Liverpool, but it's the exact same story every time, and we don't finish our chances. We took over 20 shots, and it was in the 95th minute, in the last second, that we managed to take.
And it was our goalkeeper who scored,
and it was our goalkeeper as well. Like, that should be unacceptable. Like, yes, we deserve the win, but we need to score more. We could, on another day, we could have put this West Brom game 4-1, 5-1. And, you know, it's for me, it's unfathomable that we miss so many chances. And, you know, that goes down to mentality problems. That goes down to players out of form. But you know what? We take the win. We're really happy. And we're 1 point behind Chelsea to get top 4.
Can I just say there's no man who deserves a goal more than Alisson Becker, to be honest, from what he's been through this year. And I'm sure he'd been thinking of his father in that time. And
I mean, he dedicated the celebration to him.
Yeah, I mean, he's never going to have another celebration probably in his career like that. And oh my God, in terms of though, if we do get into the top 4 this year, where does it rank amongst the achievements of Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool?
Honestly, I think it might be one of the highest, because going into a season without fans, a season with COVID, a season where we had all our senior defenders out, where we had to play midfielders in defense, where we've had our attackers out of form. It's, you know, if we do get top 4 in the end, I think it's going to be a phenomenal achievement. This season will go from being a disaster to somewhat successful because of what we've achieved with such limited capacity. I mean, today we went in with a bench including Billy Cometio, Ben Woodburn, Leighton Clarkson. Like, we get top 4. Klopp, honestly, listen, yes, he doesn't have as many trophies as someone like Pep Guardiola, but he has to be. That's also true. But he has to be considered. You know what? I'll say it. One of the best managers of all time, in my opinion. In
terms of ranking the achievement, in taking the circumstances, Adam, where would you put it?
Like, I agree with Chello. It has to be up there with one of Klopp's best moments, just because of the season that we've had. Like, it's. I don't think anyone, I even mentioned it earlier on, but before the game, we were talking. Like, I didn't expect us a few weeks ago to be getting top 4. It didn't look like we were going to get it, and now we're at a stage like where we could, you know, after the disaster of the season we have, finishing with Champions League football would be a massive achievement. I think when we did it previously with Klopp, kind of when he was building up to that in his earlier seasons, we were kind of expecting it because like we were kind of reaching a different level. But to kind of go down a level and to fight back it's as big as an achievement as winning kind of trophies, in the sense, like, you know, we're actually kind of battling again to kind of fight where we used to be. Like, so in that instance, like, I just think it would have to be up there. But like, again, like Chelly said, yeah, we definitely have to kind of take our chances. I feel so sorry for Sadio Mane because he's just having a horrible time. His confidence is just shot to bits, like, and I'm really hoping that missing out on Jota is not going to hurt us for the last 2 games. But then again, why worry? Because we have Alisson, so he can just, you know.
when we need a goal, we just send Alisson. It's fine.
Let us know how you celebrated Alisson's goal in the comments. Well, I had family round today. It's my birthday weekend, and I had family round, and we obviously some of them don't even like football, but we insisted on having it on. And I'm very loud when I celebrate. And that was one of the loudest I've ever shouted in my life, boys. To be honest with you, I feel so sorry for you, Adam.
Oh, you know, it's funny. I came up, and then I was watching my dad, and then I just, you know, could hear my dad like just absolutely scream from downstairs, and I was like, oh shit, here we go. It's like, hopefully, you know what? It's like a part of me was like, oh, you know what? Maybe it's going to be ruled out by VAR. Maybe I won't miss it. I wouldn't have missed a great moment, like, but no, yeah. I mean, just to kind of have that moment is incredible. Yeah, I'll watch it back on Match of the Day and just tell people that I did actually see it live.
Accidentally.
Let's go back through some of the comments. Dan, yes, we do love Alisson. Who doesn't love him right now? Honestly, I could kiss that man. I could. Yeah, possible. Returning, that goes a little bit far. But what a big moment it was. Yeah, same. Holy moly, we got Burnley next. More of the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again.
It's going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be same kind of. They're going to they're going to make it very difficult for us, like West Brom did today. But if we play like that and we just put away the chances, we should be going away with 3 points. I think that's the only thing that was missing from Liverpool's game today, was just not taking the chances. But we pressed until the very end and we made it as hard as possible for West Brom. So if we can do that and just, Jesus Christ, stick the goals in, we'll be fine.
I'm out of breath, mate. Out of breath. Oh my goodness me. This is not something I expected to ever say, but Liverpool have won a football match with a goalkeeper scoring in the last second. Probably one of the last kicks of the game, or last heads of the game. It's just a moment that it's like sort of like Origi's goal. You just can't really believe it's happened. Like, it's so. We were so down in the depths of, we're going to draw this game and we don't deserve to draw this game. And then I was like, I just gave up. I genuinely thought we were going to score between the 80th and 90th minute, especially when Wijnaldum had that chance. Who came on and looked dire as per usual.
Chris believing in Wijnaldum.
I know, mate. I know.
I can't believe it's the same guy that bangs goals in for Holland. When you see that though, it's like a totally different player. Like,
listen, guys, Wijnaldum came on and we won. That's not a coincidence.
Yeah, the thing that for me was, I don't think Shaqiri played well at all when he came on.
No, he didn't.
We again, Matthew would be going mental. Taking Curtis Jones off, right? And then he'd be fuming. But Shaqiri didn't have his great game. And then Wijnaldum, to be fair to him, I thought he killed the game first off when he first came on, but he did. There was some creativity.
So a quick cool stat for everyone to know. Alisson is now 1 goal ahead from Origi this season. Same goals as Willian and 1 behind Timo Werner in 2021. Take that as you will.
The last one's fairly incredible, considering the amount of money that was paid for Timo Werner. Yeah, that's fairly astonishing.
Football. It's just football. This is why we love this game, though, isn't it? Because anything. Christ.
It reminds me though as well, like when we were talking about, we never expected to be celebrating a result against West Brom. Like it just kind of harkens back to like Klopp's first season and celebrating in front of the Kop after a 2-2 draw, and people are like, how sad is that? Like, how sad is that? Like, and then look where we've come. Like, so it could be a case of, Liverpool fans celebrating, beating West Brom, they might not get top 4. It's like, well, what if we get top 4? It's the same situation again. You shouldn't have laughed at us for celebrating the keeper scoring against West Brom.
Football. Football. I mean, we haven't really touched on the first goal and what a finish that was, by the way, from Mo Salah. Talking of Mane, he did really, really well. He lost the ball and then got it back, and then a cracking finish from Mo. He couldn't have placed that any better. It reminds me a little bit of, when in the season we came second, and I think we played Brighton at home early on in the season, and he did one very, very similar to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, what a finish. I mean, Adam, just talk me through it, mate. I
said it to the lads earlier on, like the pre-match talk. Give that man a contract straight away. Like the hesitation and the kind of tiptoeing around signing the new contract, should be no hesitation at all. Like that man, you need to tie him down for a few more years, because, like I said, as frustrating as he can sometimes be, like his record speaks for himself, and he's doing that. He's really got himself a bad patch this season. I mean, we probably wouldn't be anywhere near we are now if it wasn't for his goal contribution. And I mean, he's kind of half bailed us out once again. So Jesus, give him all the double his wages, triple his wage. Well, maybe not triple his wages. I don't know if he can do that, but bump up the contract. But unbelievable. He's had an incredible season, and to kind of not even hear him being mentioned among like players like, player of the year or team of the year, it's bizarre. Like, he scored 22 goals and he's got 31 goals in all competitions. Like, I mean, it's incredible that he's not up there again as one of the best in the world and the best in the league.
Someone ironically tweeted, "Anywho, an Alisson winner written all over this. I believe. Do you?" 35 minutes ago.
Oh my God! No way.
I guarantee, like, if you do it every week, it's going to happen in 1 week. You tweet it every week.
I suppose. Oh
True.
my God! It's the first goal. He is the first goalkeeper to ever score for Liverpool since 1892. It's never happened before.
Jesus.
We've witnessed history there, lads. We've witnessed history. You know. Is there even anything more to say? I mean, we can talk more about West Brom and talk more, but it'll all just come back to the moment. And yeah, I mean, thoughts on Reece and Nat today? I think they had a bit of a shaky time, especially Reece against Robson Kanu, who hasn't scored in the Premier League since 2017.
Yep.
When he scored against them, scored against us. But thoughts on those two today?
Reece was a little bit shaky at times. Same with Nat. But I think, at times, to be fair, on both of them, especially Reece, at times he did save us at the back. He did some really good things that I did like. But again, it's like, listen, they're young. Well, Reece is young. I'm not going to hate on him. But as soon as our defenders are back, do not play Reece Williams. He's not ready yet. He really isn't. He's just there because we need him to be. And to be fair to him, he's done decent in his time there. But, thank you. See you in the future.
I don't think the thing with Reece and Nat is they're both big lads, right?
Yeah.
But they did seem to get bullied a little bit by Robson Kanu, who isn't exactly tall, but they got bullied in the air. And I think they were a little bit, and it's even with Nat, he's usually so full committed in that way. But I think, I don't know, it's better than having Fabinho there. That's all we can say. Isn't that right, Ad?
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, hopefully Kabak is fit for the next game. Because we definitely need him back in there. Reece, I feel a bit sorry for him. Obviously, he's kind of been thrown in the deep end a bit because we don't really have a choice. We don't really have many options. But yeah, I mean, he's not ready yet. And I think if we keep kind of persisting with him in games, especially like this, it's just going to hurt his confidence more than help him. So I think, yeah, I mean, the second Kabak is out, I think he will be straight back in there. But yeah, I mean, like you said, they kind of were bullied a bit today, and I think we must have had at least over 10 corners. Definitely,
yeah, we did,
and we didn't win a header for one of them. Now, in fairness, West Brom, they've a big team. There's a big bunch of lads on the team, especially in defence. But yeah, we couldn't seem to win any ball from any corner that came in, and I just think, yeah, see. In fairness to Phillips, he's great. He's had a great season for us, but I think technically, obviously compared to the likes of Van Dijk and Gomez, he's just missing that technical edge a bit. But again, he gives you what you want. We didn't lose the game. In fairness, yeah, we conceded it was poor, and I think they struggled today. But yeah, I mean, look, I wouldn't hold it against them too much today, but it's definitely not what we want to be persistent with. Going in the future,
yeah, I think that's a good way to finish this, to be honest, boys. Final words from you, Chaddy.
I don't want to make any predictions or anything, especially after this.
Don't say anything.
But top four is ours. Chelsea are going out. Chelsea are also going to lose in the Champions League final. They're going to choke the entire season.
We don't want that, mate. No chance.
Yeah, I know. I don't want Man City to win, but I close my eyes and I think of Chelsea fans crying about not getting top four, losing the FA Cup and losing the Champions League at the same time.
It would be quite funny, but at the end of the day, that's not what we need. And funny from you, Adam.
Wait, I'm not done, Chris. Chill.
Not done.
Jesus Christ. I'm trying to do a monologue here. On the other hand, proud of the boys as always. And, we might have won today. We might win next game. But at the end of the day, one thing always holds true. And it's that Vinicius is a shit player.
Christ. And Adam.
Yeah, I don't want to make any predictions. I admire Chelsea's confidence, but I don't want to go that far yet with it. I'm a lot more confident than I was, but not too confident. Like, not that confident anyway. Yeah, look, I think the important thing at the end of the day is, regardless of where we're finishing, whether it's Europa League, Champions League, we just need to finish strong. We need to finish strong because it's been a miserable season. Like, if we end up in the Champions League, obviously amazing, but we need to finish strong. Like, it could be a case of we win our games and we don't get top four because it maybe whatever happens in the Champions League final, or Chelsea win their last two games, Leicester, win one of their games, or goal difference. Like, if the permutations go against us, we still win our last three games. I still think it's a fantastic finish considering all we've been through, and it gives us a bit of a fight back again. And like you said, we're not totally at the mentality monster stage again yet, but at least it's a good sign that we're actually heading back towards it.
Yeah, and my final words are football, ladies and gentlemen. Football. Thank you very much for watching the LSC Transfer Room. We will see you in the next video. Make sure you subscribe. Ta-da.